sitting on ChathamJournal.com. So that's what you need to do. Go over to ChathamJournal.com and you'll see the story. We've got about 5 or 6 videos. I want to thank the coach. I want to thank the team for letting me come in and get some close-shot videos of their huddles, of their activity, of their introductions. Again, they lost, but they're runner-ups, and there's 64 teams in the field, and they're the top 2 teams, and that's just 64 teams that made it into the state playoff, the 1A. There's hundreds of 1A teams out there, and congratulations to Woods Charter School. You came up a little short, but hey, they only got 2 seniors that are graduating this year, so they would be in good position to get back in there for next year. So they were undefeated in their conference, won their conference, and also won the Eastern Regionals, and they lost to the West Regional champs. Let's see what's going back on. Let's go to the Chatham Chatlist. Comes out every morning, usually before 8 o'clock. Today it came out at 8:30. I've been trying. I made a change last week. I'm trying to hit bed before 11 o'clock instead of staying up late. I usually am a night owl, but I've been reading up where more sleep's better for you. So we're going to try that out. We're going to see if more sleep's better for me. I want to thank Leela Ellis. She wrote in. She did see the video I did of the walkthrough of the trail, and she said, hey, it was worthwhile, and she gave me a shout out. So thank you, Leela. Also, Carol Henry wrote in about Woods, mentioning the fact that it's nice to kind of keep the trees around and not just cut them all down. There's people feel both ways, but her feeling is, hey, trees are important, and that's part of what Chatham County's about, is our trees. So and actually, I will let folks know that we did find out last night. I was at the school board meeting, and Dr. Anthony Jackson announced that there's been a put on hold. They're not advancing with any plans with Chatham Park. Investors, that's the group running Chatham Park. And the property next to the school is actually owned, I think, by the group that's doing Mosaic. And you can follow the trail and see who runs that. But that's been put on hold. Now, the thing is, if you read the Parks and Rec plan for Pittsboro, Chatham Park's committed to putting in a 40-acre sports complex on the Pittsboro-Moncure Road. That's supposed to serve like a 16-mile circumference, which basically means it'll cover not only Chatham Park, but also south of that, cover Pittsboro and spread the wealth, so to say. Because with a complex that big, you'll be able to have activities. You've got a hotel coming into Chatham Park. So don't know the full story yet about the goings on about why Chatham Park was talking to Chatham County Schools. Were they looking to switch out that 40-acre property? When we find more information out, we will let you know. The other thing, too, is Cora sent out a note that they will be closed Thursday, June 7th. Well, hate to say this, June 7th was last month. I think what they mean is they will be closed Thursday, July 7th, which is tomorrow. They've got electrical work being done on their new building, and they do plan to reopen donations on the 8th and then start redistributing or resuming food distribution on the 11th. So just want to let folks know that. Also, a lot going on in the town of Pittsboro. Apparently, Main Street next Thursday. If you're not doing anything Thursday, June 16th, school's out, head on down to downtown Pittsboro. Why? Because Main Street is having a Arts in the Park at the Page Vernon Pocket Park. It's over there in the corner from 6 to 8 p.m. They will also, you need to check out their newest murals when you're in the park. I haven't seen that yet, and I'll need to go down there and take a picture. And from 4 to 7 p.m. at the SoCo patio, Circle City merchants will be sharing food, drinks, and live music. We'll see if we'll be down there for coverage. Maybe we'll set up a live stream. I don't know yet, but as that gets closer, we will let you know. Also, Chatham, our buddy Kara Dudley has sent out a notice that Chatham County Public Schools, I'm going to rephrase that, Chatham County Public Libraries will be offering active parenting virtual workshops. So that's on the chat list. We'll get that out also on the Chatham Journal website. So that information is up. And we also have a link to the story about which charter coming up short in the 1A soccer championship. I actually submitted that post to the chat list. I added a personal note. I've been taking pictures, videos in this county long enough of high school, middle school sports that I'm now having bunches of when I run into them, bunches of former Chatham County players that tell me they enjoyed me having taken those images, video or still, and they're now actually showing those images to their own kids. It makes me smile, but also makes me say, gosh, I'm getting old. Aren't we all? Some will say the alternative is worse. I also want to mention, we put it out on the chat list Facebook page, and we do have an article, an obituary on the ChathamJournal.com site. Walford Harris passed away the other day, 88 years old. If you talk to people who know him, he led a great life. There's also folks that noted that his dealership over in Siler City was the only dealership they ever bought their cars from, which is something to say when you got a community member like that who people just keep on coming back to him for their business. Let's take a quick look at the Chatham Chatlist Facebook page, see what's going on with that. We're 7 minutes into this. I usually, again, try to keep these between 10 and 12 minutes. Actually, usually try to keep them under 10, but today that's not going to work out. On the chat list page, actually, we just posted Brian Robert Burke, 34, apparently from Pittsburgh, got arrested for strangling a woman in front of a minor up in Alamance County. That story appeared on Channel 12. We've got a link to it. You can go and take a look at that. If you're not doing anything this Saturday morning, 11 a.m., there is a Main Street cruise-in at Goldston on Bellevue Street. That's starting at 11 a.m. If you love old cars, you may want to check that out. Also, the town of Siler City is having a full youth kickball registration. That is now open. They sent that notice into the chat list. Unfortunately, fortunately, we do it for a purpose, for cutting down the size of the chat list when they go down, and also cutting down the chances of the system getting a virus, because we've got over 6,100 folks. If our system gets a virus and we spread it, that's 6,100 folks that we've just condemned to having to deal with viruses. So we don't allow attachments on the chat list. But anyway, there is a graphic that we did post onto the chat list Facebook page, and then let's see, we got the attachment to the story. Walford Harris obituary, we got a link to that. Oh, also want to let you know, Mosaic at Chatham Park, they are having concerts this summer starting at 7 p.m. The event lawn opens 1 hour before concert start time, so that's 6 o'clock for you math geniuses out there. They just had an event this past weekend coming up on June 17th, which is 10 days from now, next weekend. They have Big Time Shine and Tank Honky playing. Food and beverage will be provided for sale by BMC Brewing, and then you can look through the schedule. They actually have stuff going on June, August, September, October, and up to October. So hey, the weather's good if you're not doing anything. And also don't forget Bynum Front Porch Music series going on Friday nights at Bynum as well. So if you love live music, Chatham County, Pittsburgh, Bynum is not a bad place to be. We also posted a link. I need to stop saying about we referenced page 175 of the Pittsburgh Parks and Rec Master Plan, and you can take in there, click it, and take a look at the mapping and where Chatham Park said they were going to put that 40-acre sports complex. Going to go. Happy birthday to you. 100 years old, and look, it looks a little ragged. They don't allow cars over it anymore, but you can still walk over that bridge. If you haven't had an opportunity, go ahead and take a look. Walk over it. You're walking over a bridge that's 100 years old. Folks in Bynum are proud of it. In fact, at one time, that was the only bridge across the Hall River. It was in Bynum. Then they got 15501. They expanded 15501. That's when they decommissioned the bridge at Bynum. They've got metal blocks that you can't get through with a vehicle, but you can walk across. Also, went out on Sunday after I talked with Eric Williams did the walkthrough at the trail, the cross-country trail at Northwood. went back because I noticed on Saturday, I went back and did a quick 1-minute video. There's runoff coming off of that Chatham Park Investors commercial property next door, and it's running up over the Northwood Cross Country Trail. I've talked to a couple of people. Apparently, there's people that we can notify. They need to do a better job with that runoff resistance program, because if you look at it's a quick 1-minute video, you can take a look at it, and you know, what would you do if that was your neighbor next door and spillage coming off of their construction site? I think most people would be happy. Also want you to know that the brick project is back underway at Chathamcentric. That's for their baseball brick project. You can take a look at that. If you're interested in donating, you can do that as well. Our buddy Ken Harris was a Chatlist member, also apparently went to the NC State barbecue camp, because hey, who can't think NC State and barbecue camp? That's like a match made in heaven. I don't know, but that information is out there. And let's see what else. Mr. McCoy, Paul McCoy, passed away the previous year, and they had his funeral service last week. So we've got a quick link to that as well. So folks, that I think kind of wraps it up. You know about our Twitter account. We're at ChathamNC and at Chatham Journal. You can check those out. Also ChathamNC Sports. I think we're going to wrap it up because we are running over 10 minutes. We're up almost 13 minutes. But hey, thanks for watching. Hope to see you back in the near future, hopefully tomorrow. I need to get on a regular schedule. I take faster internet service, reliable, faster internet service here at the house. I'll probably be on time all the time, but we sometimes have technical difficulties. But anyway, with that, hey, Chatham County, have a fantastic rest of the week.